Not my manhood. Taco Bell go bag. Gambling for gains. I'm your host, Ball Swag McGigglebutt, and this is Newz N Brewz. With...
You're Braden of this week, you pussy bitches.
Braden, last name unknown.
No, I've legally changed it, but not legally yet.
You've illegally changed it?
I mean, illegally, yeah.
You've stolen someone's identity is what's happened?
Well, nobody's stealing mine. That debt just keeps on rolling.
Doesn't it?
Let me think of a random name. I am Lean Swab Nematode.
So lean just makes me think of a lean cuisine, and then Guy Fieri signing him and throwing him into a crowd.
Why would he? A
guy
guy who enjoys fine dining. What's the deal? What's the deal with?
He just loves food, right? He doesn't love necessarily fine dining. Have you watched this show? Yeah, Diners, drive-thrus, and Dash.
Yeah, look at his fat ass.
That's what it's called.
He's eating everything.
He wears a fucking a button-up with flames on it. He's not the most classy. I love him.
I remember that time in my life.
I mean, there's a bowling alley right there. We could start doing a Lebowski thing.
That's a pretty shitty bowling alley to do a Lebowski thing.
Have you been?
There's too many children's.
That's what's so great about
children's.
it. They also just added this huge arcade too, and it's every game that you don't they obviously spent a fuckload of money, but every game that you don't want is there. Just it's not fun games. It's just the ones where you might win a bunch of tokens, but probably not. But it's not even really a game.
What happened to skee ball, man?
Skee ball's there, and they got the basketball.
Dude, skee ball's
that's all I play.
But skee ball at a fucking bowling alley though.
Yeah, that's you got a good point there. That is
so it's kind of weird. I don't know.
I'm gonna go down to the bowling alley and play skee ball. It's what a fucking asshole.
They have a
you must suck at bowling.
A 5x5 foot bumper car little area too.
Oh, nice.
And a 10-foot rock climbing wall.
Well, I have some relatives in Boston, right? And they have what is called candlepin bowling. It's very
called what?
Candlepin bowling. The
it's the really skinny.
The pins are really they look like
they look
candlesticks.
Like the old milk bottles.
But it's very it's a lot more informal. The pins, they only get replaced after you bowl the 2 times.
Yeah.
The first time you do it, it doesn't get rid of the ones that were knocked down. You have to go with the ones that are knocked. They're obstacles. They could be in your favor or not. And then the bowling ball is this big. It's like a cannonball size. So I wasn't used to it.
Thank you for your gesturing.
So I literally
so it's like skee ball and bowling combined.
Yeah,
basically.
b-ball. So I don't know. Sculling.
Have you guys ever seen?
So I'm not used to lightweight rides. So I chuck it and it literally goes across the other lane, goes in the.
Jesus Christ!
Everyone on your team's oh fuck, it's amateur hour.
You motherfucker! Your arms are so long. You could just reach down and dunk it.
But they're from Boston. I am a clam chowder.
Have you guys ever seen basketball?
Yes.
I wanted to see it.
It's this creators of South Park's first movie. I think before South Park came out.
Yeah, before South
Park. I saw
Park.
Orgasmo. That was pretty funny.
Yeah, Orgasmo was pretty good too. Oof. Okay, where do we go from here?
All right. What are we drinking?
Tonight we're drinking. We're drinking Yingling, but not just any Yingling.
Oh.
Yingling.
Go on.
Golden Pilsner.
Ooh, golden peener.
Yeah, golden Pilsner. A refreshing and smooth beer.
It looks pretty cool. I mean,
it's actually not bad.
I was gonna shit on it, but
normally I'm a purist when it comes to beer. It's if you're drinking fucking Miller High Life, if you're drinking Bud, Budweiser preferably.
Bud Light Lime preferably.
Oh God, no.
I thought about bringing that, but I keep remembering that you didn't have a good experience with that.
What?
Bud Light Lime.
No, it was the Limeritas. The Bud Light Lime's fine.
Oh, really? Okay.
It was the fucking sugary ass goddamn Limeritas.
Well, the Bud Light Lime tastes much worse, though.
Don't they all?
I mean, it doesn't. It tastes like something's wrong. You know what I mean?
But
I love it so much.
What's wrong?
But this is gonna be a rare, endorsement of a decent beer. Yingling Golden Pilsner. Pretty good.
Pretty good.
What
are we toasting to?
Let's toast a skee ball.
A skee ball.
Bringing it back, old school.
Bring it back. Oh.
so
that was bassy as hell.
I'm not drinking the Pilsner. I am I hollowed out the Brita filter in my Brita, and I just filled it with like spearmint snuff, and then I filtered my water through that. So that's what I have.
Did you finally
Gotcha.
get a new filter? Or no?
Oh no!
I finally bought a new Brita. And it's
Nothing tastes better
a
than
crappier one, and it's just terrible.
I never get a new filter. I just get a new Brita.
That's what I do. I bought a new Brita.
I feel like it's almost like
the
printers.
filter probably costs more.
It's like you can buy a printer.
It's almost as expensive.
You can buy a printer for $30, but the replacement cartridges are like fucking $40. So it's like fuck it. I'll just throw this big ass piece of plastic out.
Jesus Christ!
$10 is worth the 30 seconds of programming.
I still have a brand new printer in my house. It's like a Canon printer. I haven't like set it up yet. I still go to my parents' house to like print out stuff for like stuff. It's like I'm that lazy.
There's some Native American like man just crying right now.
He should be.
That's probably just because of the pipeline.
Hey, it's okay. We're gonna clean it up.
The no double anal penetration pipeline.
Yeah, the double trouble.
The old DAP.
Yeah, in DAP, no double anal penetration.
In DAPP. There you go.
What do we got?
I'll go first.
Some stories.
It's fine.
Yeah, Reed, go first.
Unlicensed gun owner accidentally shoots himself in penis.
Those are the best kinds of gun owners.
So, victim who remains in the hospital didn't have a license to carry a handgun, and Indiana police said.
But he did have a license to kill. So it was a very like
His own
weird
joy.
setup.
I feel like everyone has a license to kill themselves.
Mark Anthony Jones, 46, told police in Marion, Indiana, that he was taking a morning walk when the high point 9mm handgun he was carrying in his waistband began to slip.
He just has it like on a fucking leash like a dog for his morning walk.
I'm gonna walk my gun.
And then it says Jones told police that when he reached down to adjust the unholstered gun, it discharged, shooting a bullet that entered just above his penis and exited his scrotum.
It went all behind the scenes and fucking ripped it to shreds.
That's a clear. I mean, wait. Do we don't know if it necessarily like nuked his ball set.
Wait. So it went out through his scrotum or just below his scrotum?
Exited his scrotum. I don't know.
Oh,
I would
yeah.
guess it's more of like an inward thing. Like the gun was like here. Like
I was about to say, if it went behind the scrotum, like, a couple more inches, you can say just shit it out,
If he's
that
lucky,
might have got some gooch skids too if you're not careful.
Actually, that'd be pretty nice if you just, like, the exit wound was your asshole, because, like, that saves you a lot of trouble,
Yeah.
You don't
if
have
the
more
exit
holes.
wounds your asshole, you're fucking probably dead with all your intestines hanging out though.
Yeah, but it looks
More
better.
likely.
It looks better.
Yeah.
It looks better in a casket.
This will be an open casket funeral. Hooray!
So, other than almost shooting his dick off, was he charged with anything?
They're still waiting. They're still waiting.
You gotta let that guy go.
Yeah, no, that's just like sad, dude.
Yeah, I feel like it's like, his own, like, that is punishment right there. It's like, well, you almost shot your dick off because you're a fucking idiot. I hope you learned your lesson.
Yeah,
That's worse than prison time, man. It's like, oh, just take it.
I feel like he should still go before a judge. Even if it's just to be like...
the judge just to shit all over him.
Yeah, basically.
I don't disagree.
I feel like this guy, like, although it's a traumatic thing, like, he needs to learn his lesson.
It would have to be a very particular angle for him to get out of this, like, completely unscathed. Like, I'm just imagining, I mean, when you're waking up right in the morning, I guess it's different for everybody, but he could have been hanging low, he could have been high and dry, so you really don't know.
And when he pees, is it like a weird like?
It's got like a...
It's like leaking out of the bag and it's coming out one side of the wiener and then it's like going out the.
It's like the story Ronnie told where he used to like jerk off and then but the cum would dry on his dick and he'd try to pee and it would just shoot like 3 different directions.
Would he like go to sleep and not go to the bathroom before or something and then they would.
He'd
dry
probably
it
just
more?
let it dry. I don't know.
Let's be honest though, after that happens, you suddenly get like a big wave of like being tired, and part of you just,
absolutely.
part of you just wants to just fall asleep like that.
Yeah.
But obviously, no one's ever done that
Are
before.
we talking about by yourself or with someone else?
Both.
Either.
By yourself, it's like... I don't know. It's like, you got more things to do. It's usually like, when you got time.
Yeah.
Yeah, but what if it's
Unless
like,
you're doing it right before bed.
Yeah, what if it's like right before bed? I mean, at that point, is it worth? I hate having lotion on my hands. If lotion's ever involved, like I hate having like just my hands covered in like that.
Just wipe it on the sheets.
I sleep on those sheets.
See, this is what
fucking Christ.
this is what I do, Reed. This is what I do. All right. So once I'm done with that, I just
the expert over here.
You know, because my girlfriend's only here like so often. I always just wipe it on her side of the bed and then go back to sleep.
She sometimes watches this, right?
I don't know.
Why does this bed feel like a fucking dragon's hide?
It's like I'm laying on a fucking. It's like I'm laying on like a Nevada desert. It's just crackling under me.
You just slap it. It's like.
Yeah.
It feels like I'm laying in like, you know, like when like there's like an area that's usually got like water in it, like a puddle or something that never drains out. But when it finally drains out, it's got like that crusty scum across the top. It feels like laying in that.
That's the worst, dude.
I air it out every few days. It gets dry.
You just get the sheets and go, whoosh, and then you put it back down.
It looks like it's pollen season up in this bitch every
Just
time.
I just put a sham wow on it, and I don't actually like press it in or anything. I just sit it.
It's the jizzle.
I have a sham wow
Sham jizzle.
Wait, oh my god,
Schmizzle.
a sham rag. What do you call it? A cum sham? I don't know. I'm trying to think of this here.
Chamois cum.
A sham rag.
The chamois cum. I think that's the name of Will Smith's character in the new Aladdin.
Oh fucking shit! It's chamois cum.
Can you imagine how cool it would be though if like every time you jerk off, but like instead of you cum, it just a genie just comes out of your dick.
And then what happens?
Yeah.
You're like, I've already got my wish.
Oh no, that's actually a pretty good time for a genie to appear. You're thinking all clear-headed and shit, you know.
Hey,
It was like beforehand, like, you know, like
You would want something sexually appealing to happen.
yeah, it's
And
like,
then it's like, but now I'm like, oh, now I know what I really want.
it's
Yeah.
like instead of like I want like, you know, a fine ass chick, $1 million, and then like I don't know, whatever. Like
Man, Cody, your wishes are fucking lowball as shit.
whatever your heart desires. Yeah, $1 million. Like that's in the '70s. That was something to wish for a genie. But you know, like now, like you might as well just.
You might as well just wish for like a stock in Tesla. You know?
I don't know about that. That's a gamble.
Yeah, that's what I'm
You
saying.
might as well just like, hey, can I get $1 million to put on a fucking like, you know, bet it all on black?
Yeah.
Nah, man. Like, I guess it'd be like, I wish I was the CEO of Amazon.
Yeah. I saw some Prime, those Prime vans driving around the day for the first
Yeah,
time.
I did
I've seen
too.
before.
Yeah, they're all
Because
over.
even if you become CEO and you have no idea what you're doing, you just tank the fucking company.
Oh, that'd be the most fun part, though.
that would be
honestly.
the really fun part. But like, you
The-
got.
The board members are trying to like get rid of you, and you're just like, nah, dude, it's fine.
Nah, man, my genie says I get to stay.
It would
Fuck
be
it.
it would be like that really bad arc in Yu-Gi-Oh where Kaiba Corp's board members try to like take over the company, and they have to go into a virtual RPG. Everybody knows what I'm
Yeah,
talking
Cody.
about,
I
right?
know
Yeah.
But anyway, someone else got a story?
Mokuba's a bitch. Yeah, I got a story.
Mokuba.
Okay. Man survives being trapped in vehicle for 5 days by eating taco sauce.
Sick.
Been there.
Jeremy Taylor, 36, told a friend that Taco Bell fire sauce saves lives. Not even fucking mild. Dude was just chugging fire after his 5-day ordeal.
I guess he wouldn't have to. He was snowed in or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess he wouldn't have to worry about like water or anything. You know, like it's like, oh fuck, fire. Like that's going to deplete my water supply. But I guess if you're surrounded by snow.
Snow.
Well, he can't get out of the... Well, I guess he could actually get out of the car. He was just stuck, and they were stuck in like the fucking middle of nowhere.
The car was probably just the safest bet at the time.
Yeah. Well, him and his dog, Allie. So...
I bet that car smelled like fucking piss.
Can you imagine on a forest road near Sun River, Oregon? Oregon?
Oh yeah, Sun River, Oregon.
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 His Toyota 4Runner became stuck in heavy snow.
Wow, it must have been some heavy fucking snow for that to get stuck.
The parrot set off... This sounds very suspect. The parrot set off on Sunday to buy petrol and slept in the vehicle overnight. but awoke to find more snow had fallen. So the story is very...
How far did he have to drive to get fucking petrol? Pretentious ass British slang for gas.
I don't know. Mr. Taylor, who was an avid outdoorsman, told police officers he kept warm by periodically starting his engine and used a few taco packets as food. Which, I mean, I've done that before.
I wonder how many fucking days in, like, he went before he started thinking, like, I could eat this fucking dog.
Yeah, well, oh, man. Then he's like, man, I kind of wish I didn't waste this fucking hot sauce on just chugging it. I could have used it on the dog.
Right,
yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Because, honestly...
And it's cold out. He could just put the fucking meat out in the snow and it would have stayed, like, fucking frozen, you know? Like...
And you can, honestly, you can...
He could have cooked it with his heater.
I've cooked meat on the engine before. Have you ever done that? Yeah, you can do that.
What?
Yeah.
I believe it, but what situation were you in to have to do that?
It was a hard year. But no,
it was the year Braden was living out of his car, you know?
That was a year, so...
That was a year.
I did that.
Braden, what happened when you went to college?
Oh, man, it was so fun. Like
I lived, man. I lived.
I was like, man, this is going to be cool. And then
he died every fucking night.
And then I got mono, and then my immune system was just shitty. So I was just sick for all of college, and I drank a lot of Budweiser and ate a lot of corn dogs. So
I love corn dogs.
The healthy diet really helps you rebound.
Yeah, it was really good. I watched a lot of Goon too, so it kept me in good spirits. Have you seen that movie?
Isn't that Sean William Scott?
Yeah, it's a hockey movie directed by a...
Oh, dude, someone I work with was telling me about
it's
that shit.
It's pretty great, dude. Honestly, you should see it.
That's a good story.
Yeah, so somebody fucking filed a missing persons report, which is, I mean, like, for me, I would just be fucked, because, like, I go days at a time without seeing people, so I probably would just die in the middle of nowhere. So that's a good thought. I like thinking about that. Anyways, over to you, Cody.
I was just thinking, like, you know, in that situation, like, you know, you watch, like, Bear Grylls or The Man vs. Wild Dude, like, out in the tundra and shit, like, you know.
Bear Grylls is bullshit.
They cover...
Man vs. Wild's actually, like,
yeah, like, I'm just saying, either way, they cover a good bit of ground in a day. Like, he's got a dog, you know, like, he's got, like, a car and shit. Like, yeah, I feel like he could have, like, walked to somewhere.
You think that?
Sooner than 5 days without freezing to death. I mean... These
Oregon people know it's best to wait.
Yeah, it's only Oregon, you know. It's not fucking Alaska, you know.
It's pretty close.
You know what? I'm going to chalk it up to the fact that this guy's a pussy.
He's also 38.
Yeah.
Do you think he was fucking that dog? I mean, you really have nothing but, like, your impending mortality.
I mean, you gotta stay warm, you know?
Yeah.
But, you know, I'm gonna say that guy's a pussy. And if he feels strongly about that, he can come fight me. Bitch.
You probably won't. He'll probably just get fucking snowed in again.
Yeah.
On his way here.
Oh, man, I can't come fight you, man. I got stuck in my car again. You know how that goes. Like, no, I fucking don't, because I'm not a bitch. Pussy.
This reminds... When I was, like, 18, and I loved to get on into Facebook arguments constantly. You guys remember that time.
Yeah, we all partook.
I got in an argument with this fucking redneck in our town, and I told him to, quote, meet me at Clayton County. I think I said, like, Union City Mall or something like that, and I was in a black Tahoe with tinted windows. Come knock on my window, we'll fucking throw down. And I remember him messaging me. He's like, all right, man, I'm here. And I'm like, yeah, just go over there. And then I blocked him immediately. Put him in, like, one of the shittier areas of Atlanta.
That's a pretty good idea.
It was good, dude.
He was like, all right, you want to come fight? Like, come fight me. And just send him to, like, the worst area you can imagine.
It's honestly pretty fun.
It's always the fun, like, awkward part when, like, y'all are, like, having a conversation, like, negotiating where to meet up. So
yeah.
It's very, like, formal, like, okay, man, I'm here.
Yeah.
And it's like, but y'all are, like, actually don't like each other. It's really funny.
Well, it was a mutual... I mean, I think at that point, you do secretly kind of like each other a little bit. And, hey, my phone's finally starting to, like, chip away.
I was like, another good one is, like, I'll choose the place, you choose the time. And it's like, he's like, all right, 5 o'clock. All right, Chuck E. Cheese, bitch.
Is the Chuck E. Cheese in Fayetteville still open?
Surprisingly, yeah.
Dude, we should go there.
I passed by it last week and I was like, that's still fucking open?
They're getting all the business right now because of that shitty-ass Shane Dawson controversy.
The what?
Where they reheat. We talked about this.
Yeah, where they did the pizza.
Yeah,
like,
they're
spicing.
reheating the pizzas.
Oh, so funny.
That's good.
That's
I mean,
smart. How they gonna know?
They'll never know.
Oh, some kid apparently
you will never know.
Some kid got a job there just so he could actually like see if they do it or not, and he got fired because he signed an NDA and he like recorded it. So.
Oh my god! I got fired. From
Yeah,
fucking
exactly.
Chuck E.
Oh fuck! I
Fucked my butt.
I
I'm
definitely
fucking doomed.
I definitely plan to keep this job.
All right. Well,
That's why if you ever see anybody like a fast food restaurant and you're like, oh, you know, I'll build rapport because I kind of want to bang this fast food worker, you know, yeah, as you do. You just go for it immediately because they're probably not going to be there the next time you go.
see, I always figured like, if you're getting a restaurant job and like if you need that job, like you fucked up somewhere.
Yeah,
I
mean,
figured like
we've all been there.
Like my whole thing, like the only reason I'd get a restaurant job is if I just moved to a new city and I couldn't find weed, and it's like, well, I'll just fucking pick up weekend shifts at the fucking Olive Garden until like I meet someone that sells weed.
I like how you're just alienating all of our possible audience by just shitting on fucking restaurant workers.
To be fair, getting a job at Olive Garden is actually really hard.
Oh, didn't you work at Olive Garden?
I did.
I forgot about that.
Let me rephrase that. A place where they just give jobs away.
McDonald's.
I was gonna say Ruby Tuesday, but
That place is gone now.
Yeah, they're out of business. Fuck Ruby Tuesday.
Well, I mean,
it took long enough.
Again, in a different city, there would probably be a Ruby Tuesday.
Touche.
Ruby Tuesdays was the first place I ate when I moved to this town, and I was like, man, I'm gonna fucking hate living here.
I know people who sell weed in Noonan. Reed Clark.
Yep, that's me.
What's your address again? Can you?
420 Smoke Rise.
That's me. Come get your doobies and schmoobies.
You just look, and there's always like weed vultures.
I get mistaken for a
circling
weed
his
dealer
house.
all the time. I don't know why. I am the least expected person to be a weed dealer, which is why I should be one.
Every time Reed gets back to the office, he gets drug tested every single time.
Every time?
Yeah, every time his car comes into the office, he fucking has to get drug tested.
They pull it out, and
just on suspicion.
he's like, "Can't you guys just do like a hair sample test?" They're like, "No," and then they, he pees into a coffee cup, and then they walk away, and it wasn't at all a medical professional.
I pee into they gave me a big gulp. They brought from the store.
It was like, pee into this cup. Okay. They pee, and it's like, all right, we're gonna drug test this, and Reed's like, oh fuck, dude, I'm gonna fail for like meth and PCP and Quaaludes and whatnot. But then he never hears back from him. It's the damnedest thing.
Can you get a medical permit for PCP? Like recreational PCP?
Medical PCP.
Yeah, is that a thing?
That helps with my anxiety.
What is PCP made out of?
It's 2 parts P, 1 part C.
Paint, cum,
Paint.
paint. It's just more paint. It's just paint and cum, dude.
Just a really thick liquid.
All right, Cody, what you got?
Oh, dude, what do I got? What do I fucking got?
Love is.
Norway's top bridge player suspended under anti-doping rules.
Oh, you sent us that the other week, didn't you?
Yeah, I called dibs on it earlier.
I remember that.
Yeah. I'm really gonna swing for the fences on this name. Geir, or it's Geir.
Del Tormo, yeah.
So Geir Helgimo. Helgamo.
Helsinki.
I'm gonna go with Helgamo because
Gear Helgamo. Sounds like Gargamel from the Smurfs.
Yeah, or maybe it's Gear. I don't know how they pronounce their G's over there.
He's probably getting jeered at now for fucking humiliating himself.
Right?
Jesus.
He's a Norwegian-born titan in the world of bridge. You know, the card game bridge that old women play?
Sure.
Yeah, I know bridge.
Well,
I jumped off one once.
Apparently, some people take it really fucking serious, such as this guy and the World Bridge Federation. And
WBF.
And they suspended Mr. Helgamo after a random test found synthetic testosterone, otherwise known as steroids.
Ooh.
Yeah.
They banned them from playing bridge?
Yeah, well, yeah, that's the whole thing. It's a whole issue. Like other bridge players, people in the profession, or like
they're not making money. Let's not call it profession.
Yeah, like they're talking, they're talking shit. Like he's taking fucking steroids. How's that gonna help him with bridge? Like if he was taking like fucking Adderall or something like that.
Yeah, that'd be different.
Like,
well, honestly, I'm thinking of like certain ways, like. And we don't know if he's like actually prescribed or anything. I was reading a little bit into it, but I mean, fucking testosterone that could just be like from TRT or some shit like that.
Fuck's TRT?
Testosterone replacement therapy. It's the same.
Oh,
it's the same drug.
Yeah.
It's the same drug. So maybe his dick just didn't work anymore, and he wanted his dick to work, and now he can't play bridge anymore.
Yeah, he said it was.
Was it worth it?
Right. At what cost?
He said he was trying to control his weight, and that's why he'd been taking supplements. And he didn't know what was in these supplements.
Yeah, that sounds like a fucking crock of horse shit.
Yeah, honestly.
Especially, wait.
So, like, honestly, Adderall would have given him a competitive edge and helped him lose weight better than to fucking
very good
steroids. Because this guy's no looker. He doesn't really look like he's super in shape.
Well, he's Norwegian. The Swedes are the lookers. Norwegians are just like...
Swedes are beautiful.
Isn't Norway where fucking Hunchback of Notre Dame is? I don't know where that is.
That's France.
I don't know Europe.
It's Notre Dame, like in France.
No.
I like how we combined the name of the college. No, we literally called it Notre Dame. It's like half the name of the college, half the name of the actual like place in Paris. Notre Dame.
Oh, fuck him. Fucking French.
Notre Dame.
I bet they still
Notre Dame.
Yeah, Germany still doesn't have an army. I bet they would still fucking beat fucking France.
Germany doesn't have an army?
They're not allowed to.
So when? Japan is allowed to have a standing army now.
Like a national.
Well, they help us. Well, they help us.
Japan can have nukes now.
Well, they should because of Korea.
They're really bad at it, though. I don't know if they should. They're not doing super well with those nuclear anything.
Yeah, he says.
Or I'm sorry, nuclear. Can't be fucking pronouncing shit wrong like a goddamn Georgian.
But he's to back up his claim they didn't know what was in him. When he failed the first test, he was like, "That can't be right. Test me again." And it came back failed. So maybe he didn't quite know how what was in him, but still. But the thing is, what does it fucking matter? He's a goddamn card player. Not only a card player, a bridge player.
Well, okay, maybe he's becoming more aggressive because you higher testosterone, your aggression's higher. So he's just like a more aggressive bridge strategist, and that's helping him somehow. I don't know.
He gets pissed off at the cards and starts fucking thinking of ways to get better at them. Or something like that.
I don't know.
He shuffles super violently. He's putting creases in the cards.
I would love to be. Dude, we should do like a bingo night. I've always wanted to go to one of those bingo halls with all the old women.
And hit on them?
Oh yeah, but
Chick-fil-A does that.
They do a bingo night.
They do a bingo day.
That's not. I want that heat
Old
of the
people
night.
don't have events at night. They have them in the day because they go to bed at 6 p.m.
Yeah, true. He's gotta get old. Yeah. They go to bed at 6.
They go to church. The only thing they go to at night is a church.
They're like, oh my god, this preacher's keeping me up past my bedtime.
Oh, naughty.
I don't know, man. We'll look around for one. We'll see.
Yeah, I walked down
an all-night
bingo day at Chick-fil-A one day. I was like, oh, this is intense.
If you could retire from going to work, I feel like eventually you retire from going to church. It's like you had perfect attendance, you're real serious about it up until that point,
It depends on what.
And it's
religion.
you're 80. It's I don't have much time left. I can't spend the last of my days praising God. I'm gonna talk to him in fucking a couple years,
Jesus
I gotta get out there, I gotta experience the things I'm too old to experience, even though I still want to do them.
Well,
I gotta try.
I gotta try.
I mean,
it's all a free man can do.
If you're Catholic, you can just pay your way anyway, so you don't even have to go to church.
It's more like rape your way. Or molest your way.
Oh, I've seen Boondock Saints, Cody. It's not all.
So, I have a question. When someone, when you hear someone say they're Catholic, especially someone with kids, and, It's like, oh, like we're Catholic. It's like, oh, you're a bad parent.
Yeah.
I bet you don't fucking vaccinate your kids too.
There's only
rape them.
There's only one good type of Catholic, and it's literally Boondock Saints. I mean, and because they just made being Catholic kind of cool.
Well, it's kind of more like drunk Irish Catholic.
Drunk Irish Catholic is the only acceptable.
They don't really go to church.
Yeah, well, they kiss Jesus' feet.
They go to confession like every now and then they usually hang out in the bars.
Well, and also Willem Dafoe. Can we not remember Willem Dafoe's confession? You know.
Remember when he was the Green Goblin?
Yeah.
He was dope.
Do you know the director of those Spider-Man, like that series of Spider-Man movies, was the same director of Evil Dead?
Yeah, Sam Raimi.
Yeah, dude.
You want to know an even more fun fact about that? You know, Uncle
Bruce Campbell's in every single fucking.
Well, that's true. But Uncle Ben's car is the Sam Raimi's car from Evil Dead, and it's also the car that he lost his virginity in, and puts it in every single movie that he makes.
Is that the same car that Bruce Campbell drove in the
Yeah.
fucking Evil?
That's crazy.
Which is fucking awesome.
That's fucking. I did not know that. I'm gonna have to look for that
Yeah, it's fucking classic, dude.
if I'm ever watching that Spider-Man movie again.
You never know where life might lead you.
Apparently, Toby Maguire.
Yeah.
Toby Keith. Please don't confuse the two.
I mean, Toby Keith's better at this point, but Toby Maguire is like a huge piece of shit, apparently, which sucks.
Go fuck your finger.
No. Oh.
Well,
Alright, so,
that's a good story.
What?
Oh, wait, did you finish the story?
Yeah, that's it. Well, let's see. There's something about this. Oh yeah, he can't fucking play till goddamn
2020, right?
till November of this year.
That's not too bad.
Yeah, but still, it's like, you know, like obviously if you're like a champion bridge player, that's really all you got. Like you don't have a social life.
He lives in Norway. Become a fucking black metaler.
A black metaler,
A black metaler. Black metalier.
black metalist.
No, black metaler.
A black metal musician?
More metal than a black metal person. Black
Play
metaler.
black metal?
Yeah.
All right. I'm fucking poor, so please tell me we have sponsors this week.
We do. It's an oldie, guys. You know,
Is it those weird extends commercials?
throughout our long friendship together, we have all had our jobs and our things, ways to make money and get by. This place, except for me, literally we've all worked at.
No.
And
Oh,
so
yeah.
Maybe-
I want to, but it's the sister company of it, and it's its own thing now. But we are proudly sponsored by Chopsticks.
Yeah.
Chopsticks.
You know, big support of the of the white man. They love hiring the white man to be their.
They hired many a high school.
Their
high school
drivers.
Yeah.
Well, also the hostess, or they're always white chicks, so
It helps like for phone conversation. I
yeah,
feel.
absolutely.
I feel like if you're a Chinese restaurant, like, you know, like I'm not gonna bash like, you know, people's accents and whatnot, but like it's very hard to like, you know, like in person an accent's kind of difficult sometimes to understand. But over the phone, an accent is like, you might as well just speak a fucking different language.
Well, it's because you can't read their lips on top of it. You're just fucked.
At least in person, you really their head nods and stuff. Like, okay, they understand me.
Yeah, like, or like you can at least point at something or something like that, you know? Over the phone, it's just a fucking nightmare, you know? Like, let's just make it simple. Just get someone who does English pretty well to answer the phone.
See, that's how Robert Kraft is going to get out of those charges. He didn't say anything. He just like pointed, you know.
Who?
Robert Kraft, the owner of the Patriots.
Oh yeah, that guy.
Oh wow, yeah.
He's having fun.
All right, so I had a thought about that.
He's had quite a year.
Kleenex, don't keep talking.
I had a thought about that. Like, this guy is I would guess a billionaire.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
He owns the best fucking sports team in America, basically.
Yeah.
In this current moment. This guy can fly to so many places where prostitution is perfectly fucking legal.
Yeah.
Like, he can go to fucking, like, goddamn Nevada or Amsterdam He has the money, or goddamn Japan.
He lives in Florida, though. I mean, if you're just having a day about town, you're like, oh yeah, this place looks, fun.
Like, couldn't you just, like, pay, like, I guess, like, an escort, just a fucking, just a sugar daddy type arrangement where you just give this bitch money to service you once in a while, like...
Well, okay, you say that...
You don't have to go to a goddamn sketchy-ass rub and tug if you're a goddamn billionaire.
Rub and tug!
Just because you're a billionaire doesn't mean you can eat a Taco Bell, you know what I mean? Like, just because you're a billionaire doesn't mean you can't. You can eat wherever the fuck you want.
Taco Bell's delicious. A $60 blowjob is, like, questionable for your health in all aspects of it.
Well, he's like 90, dude. He doesn't give a shit about his health. Every person that I've ever met that and it's not even necessarily that. It's the underage factor is what's the big kicker.
What's with people named Robert fucking doing underage, like, chicks all the time?
Yeah, Robert Snyder, get your fucking shit together.
What was the name of the Penn State guy?
Jerry Sandusky.
Oh, I was gonna say Robert Kelly, but
They're all over. They're cooking something up.
He's cooking something up.
But remember, if you're under the age of 18, you know a guy named Robert,
run.
Yeah.
Cover your holes.
All of them.
That's
where the whole song, like, Head, Shoulders, Knees, and Toes came from. It was like, let you know which holes to cover.
Yeah.
But yes, Chopstick, though, like, back to the original topic at hand.
It's weird to be sponsored by a competing Asian restaurant in the area, considering we did Dollar Scoop like a month ago.
Like...
Yeah.
So, it's getting heated in here. This is good. We can drive up the prices.
Yeah, this is actually pretty good, Actually, that's what it got, that's why Chopsticks is a pretty lucrative one, because they paid us more than Dollar Scoop.
We didn't work for Dollar Scoop.
Asian Chef.
What?
Asian Chef?
No, I'm saying, like, Chopsticks paid us more to sponsor them.
Yes, that's right, yeah.
Oh, yeah, you gotta drive the prices up. I thought you were talking about us driving.
They're all so much the same, it's hard to keep up with.
Are you saying they look the same? Or...
No,
Oh, now.
Oh, I meant the food.
There goes our sponsorship.
They don't listen.
But yeah, Chopsticks.
Anyway,
do you remember? Do you remember when? Oh god, what's a good cover name for him? Winner, our boss at the delivery. He would always racial stereotype Asian women, even though he was Asian, and make us go to nail salons and. Oh no! They don't like this type of thing. Bring this as a free sample.
Yeah, fucking sending me to a goddamn nail salon, and like I'm an 18-year-old white kid.
I don't think you were even 18 at that point.
No, I was 18. I was a senior. Or no, actually no, I might have been.
You were 17.
Yeah, I was right in that line. Sending a goddamn 17-year-old white kid to a nail salon with a fucking thing of fried rice to give it to this nail salon so that they'll eat it and like tell their customers about it was this guy's fucking marketing scheme. And like I pull up outside the first nail salon to do this and I'm just like, how the fuck do I come in here and give Asians fried rice without like this being some like weird thing like what are the combination of words that I can use to like let them know like what the fuck I'm doing here? Because it just seems like, oh, welcome to America. Here's some fried rice. Like that's not what this is.
Maybe it's like an old thing. Like you get a rub and tug at the nail place if you give them fried.
With their long nails, like.
Yeah, that sounds nice. It's like a fucking cat sharpening its claws on one of those poles. That's what I like.
Pole, to be exact.
Yeah, he gave me like 3 or 4. I did like one. It was pretty awkward. Christ. I did a second one. Didn't get any better, so I just fucking threw one out and ate the other one.
No, dude. What you're supposed to do is he also gave tons of like little pamphlets out to hand out. I had hundreds of those in my car by the time I quit that job, and I would just sit in the Walmart parking lot eating all the free samples, like all of them. Oh man. I'd be like, oh, it would be a really good idea. Oh, these would probably, people would love these if you put that in. Just like, fuck, yeah.
I would usually, like, go do, like, I would attempt to do what he told me to do, just, like, to see, like, let's see how this goes. And
Right.
be like,
Right.
oh, this sucks. I'm not doing this anymore.
Oh yeah, no. Oh, he's a piece of shit. Yeah, I'm not. Because you'd waste money. You're getting paid to drive around. You're
Yeah.
losing money on fucking on gas. So yeah, that
Anyway,
was a fun
good old
job.
chopsticks. Onward to the next story.
Who's doing the next story?
Reed's
I'll
doing
do
the next
it.
story.
750-pound, 13-foot gator found in Georgia irrigation ditch.
I thought you were talking about my ex-wife.
Wait, where at in Georgia?
Sumter County.
That sounds close.
A farmer found a massive alligator in an irrigation ditch in Sumter County, Georgia. Literally what I just said. Enormous gator was estimated to be 50 years old.
Holy shit, was it still alive?
Was it the one that ate Chubb's hand?
The gator was in poor condition with several injuries, including gunshot wounds.
Jesus Christ.
Because of the gator's poor health, it had to be euthanized.
This gator's been freaking out people over Sumter County. They're like, what the fuck is that?
Well, we might have,
That's a huge gator.
we don't know. It might have been self-inflicted.
It's like, I just want to fucking kill myself.
I'm a 50-year-old gator, dude. What the fuck am I doing?
He's kind of old enough to realize, like, to understand
He's sentient.
to understand mortality and what it is, and to realize that he wants help.
Yeah. Smart gator. I mean...
Dude, I'm burping my fucking ass off right now.
Yeah, I'm getting nauseous when I drink my beer. So sick.
Can't relate. Straight edge for life. No pussy for me anymore.
Yay. That's
Straight
pretty,
edge.
that's pretty much the story, though, man. I thought it would be funnier, but
That's pretty good.
what's cooler than finding a 750-pound gator?
Did he say how he stumbled upon it? Was he like... Did he just happen to, like, ride past it and be like, oh, what the fuck is that? Or
That
was,
would be...
or was he like, oh, let me go clean out this irrigation ditch. I haven't been over here in a while. Holy
They're
shit.
always in irrigation ditches.
It doesn't say. It's just that they believe the gator was in the ditch for about a week.
Maybe the mob always throws people in irrigation ditches, don't they?
So the mob beat up an alligator, roughed it up, and then
Shoved
threw
it into
the
their
ditch.
trunk and then threw it into the ditch like Goodfellas.
They somehow managed to lift a 750-pound alligator and literally throw him in somewhere.
Well, I mean...
They put,
Rigatoni!
they put skateboards under his body and just like roll him in there.
It's like Whalesiac from South Park.
Good episode.
This gator, he looks like my cousin. And then just throw him in the ditch.
Apatoni. Abagaboo. Gabagooli.
Alright, well, it's a good solid story. It's
Good
kind of
story.
brief, but solid. But so,
Brandon,
Brandon,
what you got?
Well, since
Stinkus.
I skipped last week with having a good animal story, I figured we'd have to get back to that.
Get back to it.
So, 1,500 smuggled turtles found alive in abandoned luggage at Manila Airport.
Shoot.
The reptile's worth
1,500?
1,500.
Like big ass turtles or small turtles?
They're decent sized.
Like sea turtles or like land turtles?
Well, we'll see. They were worth around 66,000 euros, which I don't know how much that is.
Like $60,000? I don't know. The euro might be weak.
I don't
right
know.
now. I don't know.
I need to know this in freedom dollars. They were brought on a flight from Hong Kong by a passenger from the Philippines. So I guess he just bailed. Like, can you imagine? They just assume this guy's like, oh, he dropped a fucking bomb, like abandoned, or like, you remember months ago we had the guy that just had the pineapple and all the Hawaiian shit, and the coconuts, and they blew it up. I'm glad they didn't do that to this.
Wow.
Oh, it sounds like someone's ticking inside.
Just a bunch of little turtles walking around.
Just like, we need food. Please don't kill us.
They're all wrapped in duct tape. I honestly can't even imagine how fucking big this luggage bag
It must
was.
have been a big fucking bag.
1,529 reptiles.
And like that's a lot of reptiles too. Like it must have been kind of smelly, Like
Oh, there are 4 checked suitcases.
if someone has one fucking turtle or like one reptile in their house in like a fucking cage or terrarium, like the whole fucking house smells like a goddamn terrarium,
Sheesh.
Let's see, we got star tortoises, red-footed tortoises, sulcata tortoises, which I'm pretty sure is a bad guy in, I think, Ocarina of Time, and red-eared sliders, which is...
Wait, a red-eared slider.
Yeah.
A turtle called a red-eared slider.
Yeah, that's right.
What the fuck is red-eared about it? It doesn't have ears.
They have little like side flap. They have
Nubs.
like a gape.
I have side flaps.
There's like
They
a
don't have
hole in the
anything.
side of their head kind of thing, right? Like something of that nature. They don't have a goddamn ear though. Like, oh, let's check out the foot. I feel like if a goddamn snake had ears.
Okay, if somebody got their ear cut off in like Vietnam, would you still say they have ears? Like if their ear was like Bob Dole's hand, would you know?
I would just say like that dude doesn't have no ears, man. He lost his ears in the war.
He can't hear you making fun of him. He doesn't have any ears. Jesus Christ. The turtles have been transferred to a monitoring unit for safekeeping. The Bureau of Customs said that the would-be smuggler may have gotten cold feet when seeing notices of the potential punishment for those caught smuggling. So why not just leave?
So
Why leave
he got the turtles to the airport and was like, and checked them and was like, you know what? This is a crime. I'm gonna go home.
I guess so. I mean, it's fucking Hong Kong.
I feel like successfully transporting the
Or
turtles.
no, he was a flight from Hong Kong rather.
See, I feel like successfully transporting the turtles would be less of a crime than just leaving a bunch of turtles to die, especially ones that are endangered and shit.
They're gonna get sent back to Hong Kong and get eaten.
Was he
honestly.
trying to sell them or something?
I'm sure. Yeah. Have you ever been to Chinatown in New York?
It's been a long time, but yeah.
They always are like selling turtles on the street constantly.
I bought fake Yu-Gi-Oh cards.
Dude, I bought
Did you know they were fake, or did you
Yeah,
find
they
out?
didn't have the logo on the back.
I bought a fake Dark Magician girl. I was like, yeah, I'll just. Never mind. We're not gonna go down that. Anyways,
Yeah, let's just stop.
that was a cute story.
Yeah. Cody, what you got?
Oh man, you want to know what I got?
I can't ask that question. I'm sorry.
Let's see, what do I got? What do I got? Let's pull it up here. Oh, wrong
Put
one.
it-
I'm just
quick.
waiting on you to break out and do a Lady Gaga song.
Is that?
I think it's Poker Face, right? Show me what I got. Yeah.
I'll get them hard. Show them what I got.
I think, yeah, that's probably the lyric.
I'll think
I'll
it's
get
Poker
him
Face.
hard, show me.
That's what I thought you said.
I thought it was.
Jesus
I thought it was.
That
Christ.
sounds like you said, I'll get him hard, then I'm going to show my penis.
I thought it was.
I'll get him hard, and then he's too horny to say no once he realizes that I'm also a man.
Is that like part of the verse?
I have no idea.
I'm thinking
I bet it's the words.
because the chorus is that you can't read my
Yeah.
poker face.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Poker face. Poker face.
And then something.
With
something.
the-
I'll get him hot.
Oh, well, that's also, it could still be the
It's the
same
same
thing.
thing.
It's the same thing.
All right.
You can't say hard on a fucking, like, pop song. I'll get him hard. Like, I don't know. I could see that in the new Jonas Brothers song. Just,
It's like
Are they still around?
yeah, they just dropped a new song.
it's like fun fact. All right, so the Tom Petty song "You Wreck Me,"
Yeah.
good song, right? He sat on that song 2 years before he put it out because when he wrote it, it was the exact same song, but instead of "You Wreck Me," it was "You Rock Me." And everyone was like, "That's too fucking cheesy, like, and just whatever for like a song. Like, you can't have a song "You Rock Me, Baby," you know, like, and that's what you sing the whole fucking time. Like, it's fucking stupid." He was like, "Fuck," you know, and like just for 2 years was trying to think of a word to replace rock.
It took him 2 years.
Yes, it took him 2 years of just like.
It's like my writing
I
process.
mean, not like intently thinking about it, but just having that song in the books, like, damn, that's a good song. And just coming back to it, thinking about it, and then just one day it was just like, you wreck me.
It's
Holy
almost,
shit.
It's almost like he never heard the word wreck
Yeah.
on a daily basis. Like,
It's
oh my
like-
god, there was a wreck over on 54th Street.
It's
Like,
like
3
a-
people died.
It's like, what's close to rock that's a verb of the same category?
That's pretty bad.
That sounds like it.
That reminds me of the Invaders Zim like 9/11 episode where they made a whole new episode because it was right after 9/11 and it was like totally like, you know, a plane. I think it was like playing around into a building. They made a new episode and they're like, okay, so this won't offend people. And then they aired the original episode. Good shit, dude. I love Nickelodeon.
9/11.
What's the story?
All right, so no ridiculous newscasting format such as podcast, TV show, radio, whatnot. is complete without a story from Florida.
Yeah, Florida man.
Yes.
So, Ocean Ridge, Florida, beachfront wedding day lands a Florida groom in jail because he got in a fight with somebody.
Yeah.
So he spent his wedding night in jail after breaking the nose of a man who refused to move out of the way of the beachfront wedding pictures.
Was this guy part of the wedding party?
No. This was just a guy who was on the beach, and I guess had set up camp on the beach and was like just chilling there. They're doing pictures, and it's like,
honestly,
can you get out of the way of these pictures? And he's like, no, fuck you guys. I'm chilling on the beach. Like, fuck your wedding. Go, 10 foot that way because it's a goddamn beach. There's plenty.
It is a beach.
There's plenty of beachfront around, you know.
But it's not the Primo beach.
I don't think this. It doesn't say this guy was like fucking like every time they changed the camera angle, he just walked into the camera in the background.
He just like.
Cause like that's
Yeah,
like
this
something. I
podcast.
think
Yeah,
this
that's
guy
a
was
piece
just
of
like
shit.
chilling, just like, well, fuck you guys.
Honestly, I think they could have turned this scenario around completely and just made it like a funny, like, this fucking asshole won't move out of our wedding. That could have been hilarious,
Yeah,
dude.
honestly, that's what they should have done.
Oh
but,
my god, nobody opens those goddamn wedding pictures, but if it's got that hilarious memory attached,
But they arrested a 27-year-old Jeffrey E. Alvord.
oh, that poor woman for taking that last name.
Yeah, that's a rough name.
Oof. She still has time to annul. That's the cool part about all this.
He was arrested following the fight with a 24-year-old man who refused offers of $50 to move out of the way of the wedding pictures. Which, if they're offering him $50, like, fuck it.
Yeah.
Whatever. Like, I'll fucking pack my... Like, honestly, I think that's a good idea. I'm just going to start camping out, like, where it looks like they're about to start doing a wedding. And just fucking put my umbrella down in my chair, like...
Or a sea
fucking,
burial, either one.
Take my shirt off, get the fucking chest hair flying and shit. Just really fucking lounge it. Get like some fucking Keystone lights and shit, you know? Like really make a menace of it and then be like, dude, we'll offer you like $20.
Cody.
Hell no, look at this view. We'll offer you $50. I'm out.
Bring a really strong fan, like you know, oh, I need to cool off. But just have it like planted really low so it's just blowing sand into their fucking...
Yeah, there we go. But
It's like the rice. It's the same thing.
But after telling this guy to get out of the way, Alvord said the man became very belligerent and it made him feel threatened, so he punched the man right in the fucking face.
Wait, who punched who?
The groom.
The groom punched the guy in the face because he felt threatened by the other guy.
And who got in trouble?
The groom, because he punched the guy in the face.
Yeah, you can't just punch a guy in the face.
Yeah. Like, he was threatening me. It's like, with his words? Well, he just broke his fucking nose, you know? Like,
If you dragged him out into the water and just punched him in the face, that's international waters. You'd be fine.
yeah, 10 foot off the fucking coast. A place that would be dry land if the tide was out. International waters.
See, if you want to get into border stuff, that's how you can just assault these people. Once they're across the border, that's kind of assault.
Actually, if you look at the border wall, like in California, like the part that's like on the beach,
yeah,
it only goes like 20 foot out into the water.
Just swim, dude. Fuck.
Yeah, you could probably fucking walk around it at that point.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that would be pretty cool. I really want to go to Mexico and do one of those tourist bits where they like do a simulation of sneaking across the border.
Or you could just like do a real thing and just sneak across into the Mexico border, just do it in reverse, you know, just to see what it's like.
Why would you want to do that? Mexico's not having a good time right now.
Of course,
you don't want to be thrown into their
all the
like
people
system.
are leaving. But the groom or Mr. Alvord said the man was being belligerent and shit. The victim said that a groomsman held him so Alvord could hit him.
Oh my god, this piece of shit. Wait, was the wedding over? They were doing after wedding pictures at this point, right? Or was this before? Do we know that?
I have no idea.
Because it would have been... this guy sounds like
he wasn't married because he was released the next day on bail and then married his fiancée.
He ruined his own fucking wedding like an idiot.
Yeah, well, I don't know, like, the guy was in the background, like, probably pissing him off. You know, the tensions weren't high on a wedding, but, like, I feel like you could have got, like, one of your groomsmen to kick his ass for you, so you don't go to jail. You know?
Yeah,
Like,
that would have been a pretty bro thing to do.
It's a good gift.
if one of you guys were getting married and said, like, dude, like this guy is really pissing me off, like, we need to get him out of here. Like,
His name is Chad Ramey.
Yeah, he's just being a dick, so let's kick his ass, like the real Chad Ramey would be. And you know,
He's always a belligerent asshole. This is known.
I would go like kick his ass, so like, you know, and take the heat, you know. Because that's the kind of stand-up guy I am, unlike Chad Ramey. But
I'm too sick to care.
but yeah, I don't know. Like, I'm sure charges will be pressed, but
Oh yeah.
as an attorney and whatnot, but nothing as
I'm just imagining the guy like just waggling his dick while the fucking wedding procession goes on, like woo, woo. The fucking
he's over there meat spinning in the background of the fucking wedding.
the priest is trying to like get it over. Oh, but I would say this guy had the potential, like stall a little bit, actually have the ceremony, like put on the ring and everything, and then just be like, all right, give me a second, I gotta go handle this. Take off the ring and go beat the shit out of the guy. But he totally missed a golden opportunity. He probably didn't even get he didn't even get laid on his own wedding night.
Right? Oh, he probably got laid on his own wedding night.
The wife was not there.
Jesus Christ.
He's one of those people that's such an asshole he gets raped in county jail.
Yeah.
A very a very difficult place to get raped. It's prison where that happens.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, that doesn't
jail-
happen in county jail.
Yeah, everyone that hasn't quite been tried yet, so they're trying to stay on pretty good behavior in jail.
They're trying to stay in jail so that they don't. They're like, oh yeah, just push my court back. I'll just sit here
Well,
forever.
let me get this time served in jail. The
Jesus
legal system. What a
Christ.
fucking nightmare.
So, Brady, you got a game for us?
Oh boy, do I have a game for you. So, all right, this is gonna test my history knowledge a little bit. I was thinking of a couple things here.
Butt sex.
Well, so we're all gonna pee in a bowl at the same time, and whoever like we play Ookie Cookie, but it's like
What?
it's like toilet chugging.
What? We're gonna play what?
We're all gonna pee in the toilet bowl at the same time.
What the fuck is Ookie Cookie?
You guys don't know what Ookie Cookie is? Are you kidding me?
We don't have the kind of job you do now. We don't know
Okay.
these terms.
Okay, Reed. Well, whatever. Go fly into the Twin Towers.
Someone already did that. It wouldn't be original.
God.
Reed's job as a terrorist.
It has high turnover, to say the least. No, okay, that's not the game, but you guys seriously don't know. Ookie Cookie's like a classic childhood bonding experience where all the guys like jerk off onto a cookie in a circle, and whoever like
I
comes
thought
last.
it was called something else.
It has like various names, I'm sure.
I've heard of that.
Yeah, we're
I
just.
lived that.
You told me about band camp. It's all good. I mean, there was a lot of band guys that talked about doing that, so.
Oh, I hope you're not serious.
No, I'm dead serious. I remember
That's
guys talking about like, hey, we should do that. I'm like,
No.
whoa.
You're just like, no, it's not.
It's like, how do we go hit on chicks instead of doing gay shit like this?
No.
That's not even gay shit. That's just perverse shit.
Yeah, I mean.
What's your game?
All right, so my game is all right.
Stalin.
So Ebony is, she is a centurion, and she's running the Roman, the Roman military, and so we get this guy, and he just, he makes a big fuss of things, and people end up, kind of idealizing the way that he died, and so we need to come up with a new idea for how to execute people. So
to accomplish what? What do you mean?
Well, I mean, like, instead of crucifying them, we gotta come up with.
Yeah,
that was the
Like,
Romans, right?
in order for people to not be inspired by it, basically.
Yeah, we gotta come up with like the most horrid shit that they're like. Because I mean, I'm sure a lot of people were like, "Damn, dude, Jesus, that was fucking rad, dude."
We have to come up with something that you can't put on a necklace, basically.
Yeah, more or less.
All right, so nooses are out.
I'm just imagining it's just like a noose. It's not even a noose on the necklace. It's like a fucking noose, just like giant. Okay.
Yeah, it's the new fashion.
That's.
statement.
I mean, I think
we're getting there, honestly.
Gucci did something like that recently. Got in crazy trouble. I'm pretty
It's
sure.
called a scarf.
It's a rope scar.
Oh man,
Arf.
I can see that catching fire in hipster communities so fucking easily.
Ropes for neck
Yeah, like a new. Oh yeah, it's like trendy. It's like edgy.
If
We gotta retake the noose, dude.
if they were like hipsters like in the 50s, before like people were sensitive to like race, it'd be like hipsters do super ignorant racist shit because they don't research at all.
Yeah, people weren't sensitive about race at all in the 50s.
So
White people weren't.
Oh Jesus Christ! I think they were the most sensitive, debatably.
Probably.
Man, we just got woke as fuck. Oof.
I don't know how to answer this. I
Any-
want it to be funny, but I want it to make sense.
Oh wait, so we're coming with using Roman era technologies, better ways to kill people.
It doesn't have to be Roman, but I mean the Romans are still around, right?
I mean,
I just imagine it's still the same over there.
the city-state like government of Rome isn't there, but like Rome is a city within a country that was once ruled by fascists.
What happened to them?
Let's see. How like why not just stab someone? Like
No,
just,
well,
like,
fuck, dude. I mean, that happened to Caesar. That's like old
just
old
stab
baby
someone in the
shoes.
heart. Just be like, all right, and dead. You know, like.
I'm gonna say, you know what really makes me super uncomfortable? I don't. How did they cut like trim their nails back in the day?
I guess they just chewed them off.
Maybe
or
they did like the Always Sunny like toe knife.
they just toe knifed them.
Oh.
But here's my idea. So if they had like toenail or fingernail clippers back in the day, just use those or just something similar to like a clamp, but just like trimming straight into people's teeth.
Just cut someone with a rusty fucking knife.
No, that's too
they'll
easy.
just
You can
dive-
put a rusty fucking knife on a hipster's necklace, dude.
They'll just die of tetanus like fucking 2 months later, you know?
Yeah, I
Because they
mean,
don't have like antibiotics.
does tetanus take that long to kill you?
I'm sure by the time like you cut someone with that and then like the wound got infected and it just spread through the whole body enough to kill you, like I'm sure it take like a while, like a couple weeks.
I'm always like, every time I'm working on something rusty and I get cut, I'm like, well, it probably wasn't from that rusty part.
I want to give them a death that involves something involving them like getting flung by a catapult into something.
Did they have catapult? I mean, and
Yeah,
also we
they had catapults and trebuchets.
trebuchets are definitely fuck a catapult, Reed. We're dealing with some real
They
shit.
just
Trebuchets
fucking-
are
They
definitely.
just fucking like catapult them like towards Egypt. It's like to Africa with you.
Wasn't that a thing that used to be done? Like they would put diseased
Well, it would depend-
cows and just shoot them over the fucking city walls. Wasn't that a thing?
They do that with rats and shit. They do all sorts of like
that's
disease
cool.
things.
It would depend on which era of Rome, because I think Egypt was our friend at some point. Their friend. I'm not Roman.
Yeah, we're
I'm not
Roman as
Italian.
fuck, dude. Yeah, this is our first Roman podcast.
I don't know.
The first Roman Polanski
cat-
podcast. Very
I
controversial.
don't know. Catapult, trebuchet them into a pit of a really hungry animal that you wouldn't expect to eat somebody alive.
Just like
Like they starved an animal that's like not typically seen as like
so, get something.
overly carnivorous,
See, all right, I
like a pig or something.
I got a good one that you can put on a necklace. All right, because this is like a combination of things. You
Pigs
get-
eat people, by the way.
You get
I
like,
know, but it takes a while for them to get to.
I feel like they get down pretty quick.
you get the mental torture of like a prolonged death, but you get the humaneness of an instant death, and you can't put it on a fucking necklace. Just go up to like a mountain, like a steep cliff face,
Okay,
and just like the Spartans did, just throw them off.
but
like the
like,
newborn babies.
Yeah, but like with like criminals or whatnot, you know, and like
Okay,
religious
but
deities.
you
Just
got
like
you got to think about this time frame though. If you go up there and to some mountain, what if this motherfucker just carves out, a 10 Commandments right then? Then you just got to deal with that whole fucking paperwork. It could be a whole thing.
I'm just saying, like you just get up to the top of the mountain, you just like push them, like they get like they're falling, and it's like that's mental torture of like, oh my god, I'm dying definitely.
Oh.
But it's not painful. It's not like a brutal torture. It's just you hit the ground, and it's just like boom, dead. You know.
They should do like one of those live leak videos of somebody like falling, like rolling down a hill until they just get impaled on something horribly.
Oh my god.
You know what I'm talking about? We'll watch them later.
No, even better. They have them. They say, hey, if you make it up the hill, you live. But then there's like a bunch of Roman soldiers just like pelting stuff at you on the way up there.
I mean, that's just oh my god. Can you when VR gets real good, a Jesus like on his way to the cross VR simulator, that'll be fucking oof, that'll sell so well. What? Why not?
No. Back to the topic.
It's like POV Passion of the Christ.
Yeah, exactly.
No, it's not. I don't support this. You guys gotta stop.
All right, so what if they just
This
like
is hurting my inside.
What if they just like tied a rock to someone's feet and just like threw him over like a boat or something like that?
I feel like that's too
I don't know. I
common,
feel
though.
like with this show, we have to make it more interesting than that.
All right, tie a rock to this guy's balls and throw him over.
Oh!
They
They would come off first, though, probably.
How stretched are your balls? My balls stretch.
I haven't checked.
And if they come off, even better, I guess.
Even then, it's enough to like pull you like into the water, and then like like at that point, like the weight isn't gonna separate it. Like you'd have to rip your balls off.
Even bigger slap to the face. Do they have those little finger trick things back then?
China existed, so
Like the
probably.
Chinese
Even though there's
traps?
definitely are
Just
Chinese.
get China to export a bunch of those finger things and attach one end to the rock and one end to your finger, and like you sink down, and you're like, oh, this is so simple to get off, but it doesn't come off because that's the trick. It's fucking Chinese.
The Dwayne Johnson.
It's like like the rock.
Oh.
Yeah. Like
He
a
just
rock.
beats the shit out of you until
it's
you-
like it's pulling it so tight that you just can't get it off. So you're just
Yeah.
like
Until you hit the bottom. But you never hit the bottom. It's like Falling from the Sky, Day 7 by Norma Jean.
So they would
you never see the bottom.
They would throw a lot of money into executions, and they would bring you all the way out to the Mariana Trench because they knew that was there back then.
Also an excellent porn star. But,
Mariana's Trench.
yeah.
Mariana's Trench. Mary's Trench.
Classy.
I'm thinking of, like... okay, so here's the punishment is that they, like, do your dicks with the fucking finger trap, like two
I
guys.
started something here.
But then they're like, oh, but being gay is illegal, so then they just kill you. So
it's like
it's like a double punishment. Like,
Oh, we're gonna be okay. We can just
So you gotta live life in this weird fucking like. I guess you can't call it a three-legged race, but this weird fucking three-legged race of sorts where your dicks are attached. Or you gotta touch tips to separate, but then you're gay and then you get murdered for being gay. And I don't think that was a crime in the Roman Empire.
yeah, that's right. They probably were banging dudes
it
all
was
the time.
super. Dude, have you seen Spartacus?
Yeah, like
Oh, Spartacus.
They
So
were
good.
doing like opiates and like dudes were just like slamming each other.
Dude, nothing's changed. I love Atlanta.
except for the AIDS.
Yeah. Well, they're curing
They
AIDS
don't put
now.
that part in the storybooks.
They didn't have AIDS yet.
They definitely got STDs though.
Oh
Of
yeah.
some sort.
Yeah.
I mean,
But
you'd get the plague.
oh man, I
It's the worst
fucking
STD.
Oh, dude, I just got the plague from that bitch.
when you're banging a rat and then it gives you the plague.
you're banging Master Splinter and you just oh my god, that would have been such a good like sidebar as Master Splinter gets the plague and starts dying and they all get infected.
What?
And Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
I never watched that.
What?
He was a rat again, a rat that's like their dojo master.
Yeah. Except they lived in the sewers.
You weren't missing anything. It's okay.
Yeah, I didn't think so. I didn't watch.
What?
I didn't watch Power
Reed?
Rangers either.
I loved it. I'm
Okay,
just
Power
saying.
Rangers
I know
was-
Cody, and I know he wouldn't like it. I
Yeah,
loved
Cody
it.
probably
It was
wouldn't like
great.
it.
The original
Um,
theme song, top notch.
Oh,
That's what I miss about '90s cartoon / kids shows is that the theme song was always like guitar heavy. It was just super sick.
You want to know something weird? Teenage
do.
Mutant Ninja Turtles theme song. Guess who was singing on it? Hugh Laurie, creator of 2.5 Men.
Like the Teenage Mutant Ninja.
I'm pretty like one of them. One of the fucking intro songs.
Did he sing us on 2.5 Men song too?
I have no idea.
Men, 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 men,
That wasn't actually Charlie Sheen.
I don't know. Okay, I think this is
So like, so what is the point of this? Is just to like not like inspire
Well, there wasn't necessarily. You didn't necessarily need to have a point to everything back then. You know.
So
what I
this is us just coming up with ways to kill people.
No,
We're great constant people. We're not very good at this. It seems like the Chinese device. It was the universal likable thing.
Yeah, I mean,
But like, once like they're convicted of being gay, which wasn't a crime back then.
I think they just decided what's a crime at the time. Because like, what did Jesus get killed for? Being groovy, you know?
What did Jesus get killed for? What was
he proclaimed to be like the king. He proclaimed to be like the Messiah and the.
But what law in the books is there?
Well, it would have disobeyed the first commandment.
What?
Well, no, it literally I think literally
right
what
to bear
happened was Pontius Pilate was like, it pretty much got down to a point. I think I was actually reading this the other day where literally the Jews were trying to get him killed, and Pilate's like, he hasn't done anything wrong. I don't know what you want me to do, and he's just like, I wash my hands clean of this.
So they're just fake news their way to kill Jesus.
I don't know. It's just yeah.
Just like Trump.
Oh my god.
And on that note, let's wrap this whole thing up.
Like a Jesus's body when they were putting it in that fucking rock hole, also known as a cave.
Or you know,
That wasn't offensive. We can keep that.
You know,
Don't make it offensive.
Or like
doing good right now.
or like what's his face wrapped his dick before he put it in that trap hole. You know,
Who?
Robert Kraft.
Oh yeah, dude.
He probably wasn't
I
wrapping
would.
it.
No, I'm sure he didn't rap it, dude. That's
I mean, he's the dude's so old. He's like a fucking mummy anyway. He's already wrapped.
just like Jesus.
Starring Brendan Fraser.
Oh my
Whatever
god.
happened to that guy?
Have you seen interviews?
He's
recent
not
interviews?
doing well.
He's not doing good.
Well, on that note, guys, we're Newz N Brewz, and we love you.
We love Brendan Fraser.
Yeah, what happened to him? Brendan, call us.